Previously on YouTube.
But this is a tutorial to show you how to get from Olympia to Camp Seymour. Now we're driving. Chilton's dirty. There's a bathroom that I'm gonna stop at, but that's totally optional. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I'll see you after the break. So welcome to After the Break. I just went to the bathroom, and now I'm turning on my car. So turning on the car is something I didn't mention, but it's definitely a thing that you want to do when you're driving. Well, before you drive, at the start of your driving venture. And here's where the tutorial gets a little tricky, and apparently my voice slows down. You're going, and there's a place, it's going straight, but the road curves. But you want to go straight, but you have to signal right, because technically you're turning right, even though you're really just going straight. Got it? See, now you'll see a sign, Vaughn 9, Key Center 11, Tacoma 35. We're going to Key Center. So that's how we're driving. And there's some holes, not holes, they're like divots. It's like a creek. It's like a rut, a little ravine. Not really sure the word for it. Ditch. Ditch is the word for it. So make sure you don't drive into the ditches, because that's not good for your car, or you, or the time you're trying to make. This is a confusing sign to some people. It's an arrow that goes like this, and then underneath it says 45. So what we're gonna do is, as we're going around the curve that looks like this, we're gonna bring our speed down to 45. That makes it so we're going less speed, and we're not gonna flip, because that was something I was worried about. When we're going top speed around a corner, you could flip, and that's not good for your car, or you. So you pass the sign that says Tacoma that way, Allen that way, because that way. We just went through Allen. We're going towards Tacoma. We're not going to Tacoma. There's another way to get there, which is actually probably faster, but there's no tutorial for that. Actually, there is. It's called Google Maps. I like driving this way because it's more interesting. There's less cars. Entering Victor. We get to enter Victor. That's cool. So this road's pretty interesting because it curves a lot, goes by a lot of houses, and makes you wonder, why would people live next to a road that's going 50 miles an hour? You'd think you'd just walk out or drive out your driveway or walk out your driveway and you just get hit by a car. These people like to live on the edge because they're on a cliff. So that's how you know we're here. There's some names on these signs. Those people are called the Butsons. That's a funny name. Right now there's a sign that says rough roadway ahead. That means that the road ahead of us is going to be way rough. So now we're entering Pierce County. That's the county that we're going to be entering. That's the county that we need to be in, because that's where the camp is. So we're on the right track. Hopefully you are too. That was good. So we're getting a little close to camp, so I'm going to start buckling in down. Once my tripod comes back down to earth, maybe this will do it. Nope. Come on, okay, good job, Philip. We're coming up on this place called 76 that sells gas and food. That sign says Vaughn and Key Center. Right now, you want to put on your turn signal and slow down. There's a weird triangle thing that you want to take the right side of to take a turn onto this road that I think is called Olson. So now we're driving. That truck is selling firewood. If you want some firewood, and you're coming up to camp, that's a good place to go, I've heard. So this road's kind of fun, because the speed limit's like 55, and it's not even the freeway. So we're just gonna go 55. So that's a lavender farm. I'm not sure if the farm is like all one color, or maybe they grow lavender. Either way, that sounds like a fun day trip. So that's why I want to show you how to get there from, that's a horse. A horse. So now you want to slow down, because there's a stop sign. And there's another one of those triangle things, but this time you're on the other side of it. You come to the stop sign, and you turn to the left onto, this is Olson. So the other road wasn't Olson. So now we're on Olson Road, or drive, one of the two. Maybe street. The green means go. Red means stop. Yellow means hit the gas really hard and keep driving. So we're coming on the curve and the hill down to Key Center on Olson. Oh, it's Olson Drive. See? So then there's a street that we're gonna cross called Keys Peninsula Highway. The light is green right now, so I'm gonna go, because green means go. So we're crossing Keys Peninsula Highway, and now it turns into Kramer Road. Kramer Road KPN. That stands for Keep Peninsula. Now, there's a good view of the cove. There's a cove. A cove is some water. A cove is like a big water. A big group of water. So I'm gonna pull up here. So you'll see this sign that looks like an upside down Y. Because we're going to a Y camp. That's why. Ha! You want to put on your turn signal. And we're making a really sharp turn. Like really sharp. Uphill. Then this sign says YMCA Camp Seymour. So we're driving here. I'm going up here. We're gonna go back out onto the road now. Road, and you're gonna turn right on it now. The same road that we didn't go on before. Now it's up a hill. There's a hidden little entrance if you want to turn to the right. You gotta turn right where there's a madrona tree. That's the tree you eat and it makes you poop. Real slow like. So we're gonna keep going. We're driving. And then there's parking spots all over the place. So I'm gonna take this one. Now we're parked. So that's how you drive to Camp Seymour from Olympia. I hope you learned some.
Night is night, we go party. Tonight is night is good. Yes, tonight is night.